Hello, Nikhil. Welcome to Umbraco Community Day. How are you?
Hi, Kulima. Hi, Caleb. I'm good.
Hello.
How are you guys?
It's great to have you here, all the way from India. Where in India are you calling from?
Sorry, Paul. I misjoined another link. I'm not sure why it's happened.
That's okay. We've got you here now. That's what's most important.
Most important,
right?
yes.
Thank
We
you
are
so much,
looking
guys.
forward to this talk because it's the first time someone is a speaker from India.
Yeah, it's the first. I
Yeah.
think the first speaker from India we've had at any Umbraco event.
Yeah.
Anywhere
Yeah.
ever. So that's awesome. You're breaking records here. I guess you're going to be talking about an Algolia powered AI type
Algolia
search.
search.
That's awesome. Well, I guess
I'm also going to present this Algolia search with Umbraco.
Fantastic. Well,
Okay.
let's let you share your screen, take it away, and we can talk to you about it a bit afterwards.
Yeah.
So, guys, can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Nope.
Nope.
We're seeing the wrong screen currently. We can see your presenter notes, so we need to see the slide.
Guys, please.
Yep, that's all good. Off you go.
Great. So, thank you so much, guys, for giving us the opportunity to present Umbraco with Algolia search. So here, I haven't mentioned anything for, you can say, the title one.
We lost him. We lost him.
So the title itself shows like Algolia search with Umbraco. So I haven't mentioned any title over that, the fancy title. So to begin with the presentation, here with me, myself, I'm Nikhil Prajapati. I'm certified Umbraco master along with serving as a CTO at Giriraj Digital. And in terms of my experience, I'm working as a Umbraco since version number 4. You can say when Umbraco was kind of a baby boy. And today I have 10+ years of experience. And to join our today's presentation, I have my colleague Asha. Hello. She's also going to stay with us for next 30 minutes. She's working as a Umbraco expert with us since more than 5 years. She's also working as a solution architect in Umbraco. So what are the things we will going to cover today? Like the first one is what are the problems we are facing, like common pain comments, like when the site is too huge. Let's say some of the site has like hundred thousands of pages. So at the time of searching, the site is taking too much load to retrieve the result and displays the data. So those are the common pain comments we are facing from the project wise. So how does Algolia help into that situation that I'm going to cover it in today's session? The next step would be how we can configure Algolia with Umbraco. Then various ways to indexing the site. What are the ways to index? Like there are multiple steps to index the site. Like there are multiple ways. Amazing facts after integrating with Algolia, we will see how performance will affect analytics and the statistics. Those are the some amazing facts which we will going to cover later on. And the amazing question which everyone as a technical person will ask, why we should use Algolia search instead of examine index. And the use cases. So who the customers who are using this so far since Algolia. So let's start with some common client pain comments, which we can say like my website search is very poor. So do you have a solution for that? The second one we are getting like I need to do some user-based personalization in searching. For example, if the person is logged in and is searching a product kind of hoodies. So those kind of search keywords we are tracking in Algolia. Algolia, in case for the client, if they wish to do some advertising based on their search personalization, like if I'm searching maximum hoodies on my website, so at the next time when I need to do some advertising, when Nikhil logged in, it will show only the hoodies advertisement. So it will be a user-based personalization as well. Region-based search result, like say some of user wish to search from USA, then I need to display this kind of result for from UK, this kind of results. So this kind of stuffs, do you have any solution for that? The synonym search result, let's say some of are using, the jacket, but some stores doesn't have that jacket, so it displays the sweaters, hoodies, the synonym search result. Apart from that, then we will have a searching plus sorting. Let's say there are thousands of contents and we do have a searching. Apart from that, we will do some filtering, sorting. So this is also feasible. It is again, taking some poor performance of the website. Need global language searching. So as Umbraco supports multilingual sites, so it should be a global language like Korean, Chinese, Japanese, even left to right, right to left. Those kind of searching result also I need faster. So those are comments which we received while doing some projects. Some of are doing typo tolerance. Someone is searching and in the he just hurry, he just type some misspelled words. So do you have any solution that it autocorrects and gives us the result like that? The faceting search as well. So those are the problems we received so far, and after analyzing lots of things, we found a tool called Algolia Search, which is powered by AI, which do directly, you can say, AI-based search engine, which will trigger all our data to Umbraco itself. So what Algolia does do, it has a global language support. So Algolia works with multiple languages, starting with Chinese, Japanese, Korean, as I mentioned, starting from left to right, right to left. So all those things which is being covered from Algolia itself, it's by default. The second one is typo tolerance, as I mentioned, like sometimes what happen, user misspell some words and those coming, especially while they are doing search from mobiles. So those kind of to prevent letting those common mistakes, the Algolia itself purify the result and gives the what user is thinking to search. The third one is highlighting in snippeting. Sometimes if I'm searching something and in the search result, I would like to do some highlighting or snippeting something. So that is also a built-in feature for Algolia. The next one is faceting, like facet based on some queries, which allows user to understand. Like sometimes instead of displaying no result to display something, it is called faceting. How it will help the synonyms, as I mentioned, like sometimes what happens, the user says some jacket and showing some parka. So that is like synonyms product also coming. The second one is advanced language processing system. So some plural handling, stop words, additional words, prefixing behavior, lots of things can be happen with the help of Algolia. Geo awareness. So if we will need to specify the search result based on the continental for the USA, we need to display this kind of results awareness. This can also be happen with the help of Algolia. So apart from that, we will have a multiple sorting strategies as well, like user select some products, sort by lowest price. Those kind of stuffs also be feasible within a millisecond, not a second. So that is, the advantage of Algolia, we can say. The grouping and deduplication. So sometimes what happens, we need to do some duplicate or groupings of the products. So how it is being feasible? With the examine that we do have to do a lots of coding and to grouping, but Algolia, it provides inbuilt within that. The personalization, which is a key factor for any client who wishes to use their advertisement for the next gen. For example, I'm searching for something like GTA game. So those clients will target what advertisement I have to do that people searching maximum on my website. So those kind of personalization Algolia provides inbuilt as well. So that's it for the features one. Now let's dive something like how we can configure it within Umbraco. So Asha can start journey from there.
Yes. You.
Right, people. Then let's take a deep dive in Algolia. First, I would like to show the Algolia portal. Okay, so this is Algolia's official portal where we can configure our few things, we can utilize some features. So and now the question is from where, how Algolia will help us to search on our websites. So definitely we have to post some content from our website to Algolia portal. So for that, there are a few approaches which we can use. Okay, so we have this add records tab. There you can see we can add our data manually, as well as to allow Algolia to crawl our data from our portal. So basically to allow crawling automatically to Algolia, which is can definitely it's been some pricing cost and all things. So let's move on the two approaches, which is we can upload manually, and second one to do some customization in code and post our content to Algolia. So you can see the first approach, add manually. Okay, so we have many approaches to upload a files, the JSON file or the XLS files, which with help of that we can import our data to Algolia. And now as we are a developer, we can develop a few things, and with help of that, we can post our data in this portal. So let's see how we can post our data to Algolia manually. Okay, so Algolia itself providing a package which called Algolia Search. And for that, you can see we have a package, Algolia.search. I know Umbraco is already aware with that, as they have planned to build it. So as you can see, the Algolia.search package is providing a facility to post our data, which is like a API based or some controls we can utilize in our project. So I have installed a NuGet package in my system, and now let's move on some configuration which help us to establish a connection with Algolia portal. Already. So now we are in Algolia portal. We need some configuration. Just okay. So there are a few things which we need for the customization, like APIs. Definitely, if we are developing a system which is hosting data, we need a connection, and for that we need some configuration. So Algolia ideally use application ID and the key. Now we have a two kind of key, which is first one is a search only API key, and second one is an admin API key. Search only API key allows you to get the data from Algolia. It's don't allow you to post the data in Algolia portal. So in that case, we'll use admin API key because it allows us to do both things. So let's go in our Umbraco portals, how we did integration. So here you can see we need just three configuration in order to establish a connection. First one is the index name, second one is the application ID, and third one is a secret key. Index name is something like a the container of content. We are posting data inside a one container which called index. So from which index we need a data, this is the index name. Application ID, that's I already shown you. Yeah, this one is the application ID and the API key. Okay, so these three settings. And now let's take a deep dive in code how we are posting data. So here you can see we need some we need to create some notification handler. We need to create we need to address it at a startup file. So here is the first step to create a notification handler, which will going to access by while we do a save and publish, while we do a unpublish, because definitely if we are unpublishing our content, that should also perform some deletion operation in Algolia, because we don't want to unpublish code on our website. So these are the three notification handler. That's something we have created. Now, how it is utilizing? It's just passing the content to the particular object. Let me go to that. Yeah. So this is one. How it is a saving in Algolia. So you can see whatever the appropriate content, that's something I need to collect first, as like a SEO title, SEO description, title, or any kind of the content that you wish to show on a website. That something you needs to allow to user to search on your website. So this is the content. That's something we are passing to the same object, which is itself Algolia's function. That's something package we install. It is used by it. And that is the first step that we have completed. Now the second step. To call this, we have to register these notifications in our startup file, which will going to trigger while publish, unpublish, or delete. So this first step is completed to post your data to Algolia. Now the second step to get data. I think Algolia widget is a standalone thing that we can utilize anywhere. Like if we have a headless system and we wish to show our content to any kind of site, like it's built in a React.js or it's built in just in HTML, JavaScript, that's something also we can utilize our Algolia widget in those websites. So let me first show you how it is working, and then we'll come to the code. All right, so here you can see I just integrated a widget, Algolia's widget. Like I have content which is community. I don't have that about us. You can see how fast it is searching. Like I make a mistake to blog. See, I searched BOL. Still, it's giving me a result which is my blog, which is it's a correction. As we mentioned here, you can see I want to see you how fast it is discovering our result. Okay. So about you can see the time interval. Let me expand it. It is in within a milliseconds of time it's giving the result.
You can see it here.
Yeah,
146 milliseconds.
146 milliseconds. It's giving autocorrect result and everything. So it has also a different kind of widgets that we integrate. I'm going to show you a few things. Right. Yeah. So here you can see the pagination. We all know to do a pagination within a search criteria, it's a hectic to do, like a first page, second page to pass over the data, which by default giving by the Umbraco. So now this all magic we saw. Now let's go to the code and see how it is integrated. All right. So I am on one script. So first of all, we need some prerequisition that we need to register on our tablet. So you can see here, these are the three JavaScript that we need to register on our template. I just downloaded it and integrated it in my solution. Algolia search, autocomplete, instant search, and now it's ready to go ahead. For that, we need to integrate few elements, and definitely we need a container to render our search and to render our search box. So this is the autocomplete. That's something I have provided ID to it, which is a container. Hits pagination search powered by. Okay, now let's start with some variable declaration. Search client, which is the variable. It's using the Algolia search. This is nothing but the part of this JS. So we need to pass the application ID and secret ID, which we use to post the data, which is something like configurable in Umbraco, as we see. Now we have this element search, which is creating from the instance search, and we are passing our search client, which is this, and index name. Now, in case, why we are passing this, in case we have a multilingual website, multilingual and multiple website on a single instance, in that case, we want a particular A website's content to only a particular A index name. And that's the thing which we achieved for the multiple and multilingual websites. So this configuration we do for that. Let's move on the JS code where we are attaching the widget. Just make sure this is the variable search. Search variable, it's just adding the widget that you can see here. Add widgets, we just need to add this code, and you can see this is the container. Just I show you on this template. And that's it. We don't need to do any other things. It will create a search box, and it will give the hits. For the hits as well, we need to integrate the widget, which is a hits. And this is the template in which we can modify our content as per the design integration. That's something also we can achieve from this. Pagination, how many hits you need as per the page, click analytics. So these all things are there in order to achieve all these things within a few widget integration that we also can do in a standalone application as well. So yeah, as all you can see, this is all the basic which we can create it with the help of the Algolia portal. Thank you for that, Algolia. And Algolia is not for only the search results and the search content. Also, it's meant for the one parameter which is we called analytics. We can also track our analytics within the portal. So I would like to show that as well. All right, we are in analytics portal. Okay. So you can see total user. So the first one was I, which was searching, and first is my colleague who helped me to search out. Total search is 220 searches we happen. No results rate. No result rate. It's something someone searched something, but the content is not there. That Algolia is also tracking, as we heard from the Nikhil as well. Click-through rates, conversation, no click rate. No click rate in the sense it's giving a result very fastly in order to autocomplete, as we use autocomplete for that. For this all parameter, the beautiful chart is there, which gives us, which shows us how it implemented. And now this is the very important portion, which show us the top results of our site. How many percent what search, which kind of the data search, how many times the count as well, as you can see, the 7 times. We can see that top results, how many results are there, how many types of search, search without results. So this is the thing that I was talking. If someone search like a test term, but test was not there, still it's tracking to help you with your business. So next time you can discover like, yes, this thing is missing in our website, and we can post our data, and we can get more business. So that is for that.
Yes, I think Asha has covered everything. So I hope this looks good for everyone. So the configuration which Asha just mentioned that we already covered here. So the amazing facts what we found from Algolia is the personalization, which just Asha mentioned. The geolocation based also for that, as due to the limited time, we are not able to show that geolocalization right now in the code. But yes, it is visible. We just need to pass some parameters and it will work automatically. The analytics which she just shown, it is beautiful. It is decision making, statistics, real time, what the people searching, you will get it within a second. In Algolia dashboard, out of metrics result, top search result, top countries from where the search is coming. So now few some questions like why we should use Algolia instead of examine. So as we can see here, like Algolia itself provides a lot of things like search speed more faster, search speed more faster, geolocation based search, personalization, autocomplete in just a millisecond, analytics, typo tolerance, searching. So now we have curiosity like who are the customers who are staying in Algolia since long. So the first one is a giant Adobe, which we have received all those details from Algolia's official website. So content courtesy goes to them. The Salesforce, Coursera, there is a nice case study of Coursera. They found like how many of the customers are searching for which courses, which is not available on our portal, which they can also take some decision and put up courses on the next release. So that's it. And this is one of my best photo, the in first food garden. The picture carry goes to Umbraco headquarters Flickr account. So we are open for questions.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Team Gururaj Digital. It's great, as we said, to have our first speakers from India. I think we've actually lost your video, so I'm not sure if we can get you up on the screen. I don't know if you can reshare your webcam or something. It would be lovely to have you on the screen.
Yeah. Nikhil and Asha, you do have some questions in the chat as well.
Yeah.
It seems like people are really intrigued to know about this new search functionality.
There we
there we go.
Hello.
Asha and
Now we
Nikhil.
can see
Hello.
you. Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you.
And thank you
so
both.
much, guys.
Thank you both for your talk. It was incredibly polished. So yeah, well done. As Purnima was saying, lots of questions in the chat. Lots of people saying this seems very familiar to like Azure Search or those other managed search products. But
Yes.
There's some quite technical things there as well. I encourage you to go and have a look in the chat afterwards, and maybe you can answer a couple of people. It seems people are clearly quite interested.
Yes, search, another
Sure.
evergreen topic in
Yeah.
Umbraco.
Yeah, and it's something that people find painful, and
Yeah.
Algolia makes it look just so easy.
Good solution as well. Good looking solution overall,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Well done, both of you. Thank you again for speaking, and we hope you've enjoyed the Umbraco Community Day so far. We're going to go to our next session in a short second.